Welcome back. Today I would like to analyze my Lichess game from last night, and today I'm going to do it first because it looks like there's just one point in the middle of the graph at which I messed up and gave my opponent the advantage, so hopefully it won't take long to decipher that one spot, and if it doesn't take long, then after I'm done I will do something else like Puzzle Rush or whatever I think of at that moment. Let's go ahead and switch over there now. I've run the game review to this point here. I think you can see the graph. It looks like we were even for the first 15 moves or so. And here on move 15, I played f6 and that was a blunder. But my opponent didn't take advantage of it. But then my next move was a blunder as well. So I'm going to turn off the evaluations over there so I don't accidentally see what I should have played. And like I said, I did play f6. My idea was that this pawn here, the front e pawn, or the advanced e-pawn of my opponent, was getting irritating. They had it defended 3 times here, and it was preventing me from doing much. Like, where am I going to put this bishop? I guess I could get it out over there or leave it where it is. I also didn't want to castle with this pawn coming through, so I pushed this up. I guess the problem with that is that they could go ahead and attack my knight, but they could have already attacked my knight and traded off for this, opened up my rook if they'd wanted to. If they pushed that forward, I could always put the knight back. Or, I guess, after I played f6 and they pushed that pawn forward, I could just go ahead and take that pawn. Because now with my f-pawn here, I would have 4 attackers on that square. I have my knight, my pawn, my other knight, and my queen. So I guess that's why I wasn't worried about the pawn. So I'm not sure what the problem here is. I was pretty sure I shouldn't take the pawn because they also have 2 attackers on that square, and I would just have 1 defender here. Although I guess if they wasted all their pieces on that, then I would be able to get this pawn out of the center. So I'm really not sure, but f6 was bad. Should I have gone ahead and castled? Because then I wouldn't have anywhere to run with this knight once they pushed that pawn forward. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't castling. And yes, I've just been focusing on that one quadrant. Let me look at the other side really quick. Is there anything I could have done over here? I guess I could have... What? Did the screen blink for you? It looked like it just blinked for me, but it could have been my eyes. I'm getting old. I guess I could have put my knight on a5 with the intention to bring it over here to c4. But I mean, they have pieces guarding that square, so it's not a great outpost at this moment. During the game, at this point, I started to think that I must be already lost because of this advanced pawn and me really having no way of stopping their advance of their h-pawn. I didn't realize that we were even. And yes, I did check their profile, and yes, they are rated quite a bit higher than me in Blitz, and a little higher than me in Bullet, higher than I've ever been in Bullet, and their rapid rating had a question mark, which usually indicates that they haven't played that many rapid games. I don't know. Wait, when did the lines turn back on? Sorry, did I not turn those off? Okay. Anyway, I should have played bishop to a3, which is over here. What? Okay, I know I say that a lot, and at this point it's probably an affectation, but sometimes the suggestion is so outstandingly different than what I had expected. I'm just surprised. And I did mention I don't have very many places to move that bishop, but it says I can go ahead and put it on a3, and that's okay. And then they would play knight to d4. I don't think they would. I mean, they might. Who knows? Because, what's the bishop doing over there? I don't know. And it says after they played here, which the reason that I think that they wouldn't is because they've specifically put it here to keep all these attackers on this pawn. If I bring this bishop over here and they take one of the defenders off of that pawn, I'm going to take it. But that's not what it says that it would happen in the line. It says I would rotate my knight around this way, but I'm pretty sure I would take there. But apparently not. Okay. I don't know why I would put my bishop on a3. h5 is another acceptable move. Or knight to f8. Just go ahead and move this knight now. So I guess I'm not supposed to worry about the e-pawn, is what all these moves are telling me. Just forget about the e-pawn. It's not doing anything there except blocking their bishop from seeing my queen. And blocking their rook from coming down through here. The pawn's in their own way, I guess, is what I'm getting from this. Just don't worry about it. One reason I'd be hesitant to play the h5 move is that removes a possibility of attacking this knight here. Because if they are going to move that knight, as the engine believes they will, that seems like an okay place to put it. And it would be defended by that pawn, and I would no longer be able to advance my h-pawn to attack it, because it would already be passed there, right? Oh, I didn't know you could do a branching arrow like that. That looks kind of cool. Well, I don't feel bad about missing this problem here because I don't understand that as hard as I tried. But f6 was a blunder because they could just take my knight. Well, I'm pretty sure I'd already said I wasn't worried about them taking the knight because I was going to open up the rook, and then that pawn's less of a problem after that. But they're up +4 if they take the knight. They're also up +4.5 if they take the pawn. And it says if they took the pawn, I wouldn't take back. Oh, because of the queen. Okay, never mind. I understand why I shouldn't have played f6 now. Got it. if they had taken here, which they didn't, but if they had, I would have had to have moved my bishop over here to block their bishop from seeing my queen. Bishop to d6, because that pawn is, like I just said, it's keeping their bishop from seeing my queen, and I gave it a reason to get out of the way, and then if I just save my queen, their pawn takes my bishop down here on e7. Okay, I get why f6 is bad. I'm not sure why my opponent didn't take it here. Maybe they were playing too fast. Let's see. Oh yeah, they played that in 2 seconds. So I think they were already intending to play this h5 move coming after the knight. But yeah, they played that in 2 seconds. And I need to go ahead and take this pawn in the middle. Oh, why didn't I see that? Okay, now this one I do understand, because I think I just said a couple of seconds ago that I would then have 4 attackers on this e5 square. So yeah, I should have just taken the pawn. I totally get that. Why didn't I take the pawn? I ran away with the knight, which allows them to take here, and then I had to move my queen, so they get my bishop with the pawn, like I already said. And I'm down ever since. Okay. And I definitely, after that section, I definitely felt like I was down ever since. So I do understand why f6 was bad here, because they could have just taken, etc., like we already discussed. What I don't understand is how I'm supposed to find bishop to a3. I guess h5. I will try to remember when they start advancing that pawn that usually it's okay to block it here, even if that allows them in the side. Because if I had played here, it's not a good move for them to put their knight in here. No, I should just take it. Okay, so if I just take that and they take back, oh, and then I can keep pushing my pawn, and they have to run away with their bishop, and then I keep pushing that pawn. And how am I ahead now? Just because their king's a little opened up and I'm restricting it here. But I can't get to it, right? I can't get past my own pawn, and I can't get past that. Oh, but now their bishop's not seeing this pawn anymore. I can take it. Okay, h5 then. The bishop to a3 didn't make any sense back here to me. I have no idea what that's doing, but this makes sense, especially if they did what I thought, or what I was worried about. But what they should have done instead here is a4, and I could have just taken it. Okay, I think we solved that. It just requires talking it out and seeing more here. This wasn't as complex as I originally thought, and I didn't need to see bishop to a3 because I could have played h5 to stop their pawn, and my worry about playing h5 was not really legitimate. Well, it's been a few days since I've tried Puzzle Rush, and I'm glad that I was right that the analysis didn't take as long as they sometimes do, because it was just those 2 moves that I messed up on, and both of them I think I understand. So let me clear my head for a second. I'm going to try to do a 3-minute Puzzle Rush and a 5-minute Puzzle Rush. Okay, let's just do this. I'm playing with the black pieces. Okay, I'm guessing they're going to take my queen. No, they didn't take my queen. Well, then I'm going to take their rook. Okay, that's checkmate. And this is checkmate here, pretty sure. Oh, I have a rook. That's checkmate. And that there, they had to block, right? This I think is checkmate after they block because of where my king was. And this I think is checkmate. All right. Oh, what do I have here? Oh, my bishop is pointed right there. Should I check? I should check. And then check here. And then check here. Okay. Queen is there. Oh my, I'm not sure what to do. Should I... Oh, yeah, I have no idea. What should I do? Should I threaten their queen? Nope. Okay. I guess I would need more time to look at that one. Here, where's their king? That's not good. Should I... Nope. Where's my queen? No checks. No checks. Do I have any captures? No. Oh, I can just take the knight with the pawn? Oh, wow, that was... Okay. Check. And then... Should I just take the bishop? And the pawn? Okay, sorry. That's mate. I had to look a little further to see where my queen was. Here I can check with the bishop, and then check with the bishop, and then check with the queen here. This is check, and then mate. And this is a very similar pattern here. I have to push the king back and checkmate. Ooh, let's see. I can check. Should I check? And then, oh, and then win the queen, yeah, because otherwise I was going to take it, so they had to take. Where's my bishop? Should I check there and then mate? Because my rook was on the back, okay. I'm not sure. Oh, that pawn's pinned. Okay, check. Wow, it took me a second to see that. This is bad because of where their knight is. I almost made a bad move. Oh, there. And then take the rook. And then take the knight. Okay. No, oh, that was bad. Why would I think of that? Or should I do it anyway? Nope. Okay. I thought maybe after their queen took, my rook could come down, but that apparently wasn't it. Oh, was that mate? Okay. Nope. Oh, I had to go the other way. Okay, well that's about how good I did last time. Last time it said it was my 6th best when I got 18, but now it's my 7th best. So I'm pretty sure they're both tied, but I'm not sure why one's ranked higher than the other. This one, I'm pretty sure I had to go the other way. My idea was that that pawn is pinned by my queen, but here the g-pawn can take it. If I had gone the other way, it would have been checkmate. Pretty sure, let's open this up in a separate tab. I'll work my way backwards this time. Yeah, it had to be that way, because that pawn can't take. Okay, the one before that I missed was this one, where I tried to slide in here. I thought if they took, I could check, but no, they could just block and win my rook, and then they would have a rook left. So it had to be something else. What was it? All right, I'm staring at this for a long time. I don't see anything. One thing I thought of was putting my queen down here on e2, protected by the pawn. If they took, I would take, and then their king couldn't come after it. But that's the only thing. I can't see anything else. Oh, that was it. What? Then I should check them. And then, of course, when they move out of check, then I would promote. Restart. Okay, so that really was best because they had to take. Okay. I'm going to go to the analysis board because I'm not convinced that they had to take, but maybe they did and I was just missing something. Okay, after this, I threatened their queen. It is their best move to take. They don't have to, but they don't have a lot of other choices. I'm guessing that if they don't take, for example, if they just sit there, then I can take them, right? Like if they just push a pawn over here, then I take the queen and they can either escape and leave me with a queen, or they can take, and if they take, then I have checkmate, right? Yeah, I would just take the queen, and it doesn't matter what they do, I would have mate. If they try to just run away, I have mate here, and if they take, I have mate with the rook. Okay, so they didn't have to take, but it was definitely in their best interests. Okay, well, that's what I wasn't sure of. If their next best move is rook to e5, in which case I would just take it. And their next best move is rook to c8, in which case I would just take it. So their second and third best moves are just giving away the rook. But this was their best move because of this. And in the puzzle, they did play rook to e5, which it says is their best move. And I check. Okay. Well, I think my questions are answered because no matter what they do, I'm going to promote on the next turn. They're going to take it with their rook, and I'm going to take their rook. And then I should have a little trouble cleaning up these pawns, but not much. Okay. And the first one that I missed was this one. I don't know if you heard my notification or not, but I just got an email from chess.com thanking me for becoming a premium member. Now, those of you who've been following my channel for some time know that I've been a premium member for a while, more than 2 years. So the email message was a little off. Now, what I did today was downgrade my premium membership because I didn't need or want everything that the diamond membership offered. And so I went in and I went down to the lowest one that I could get that still had unlimited puzzles and unlocked all the bots. But the email says, thank you for becoming a premium member. All right. Now here, I don't remember what I did. Oh, the rook. Okay. It's easy, right? And yeah. Wow. Yeah. Why didn't I see that? I think because of this down here, I was focused on all of this, and because of my bishop here, that whole quadrant of the board I just wasn't seeing, other than my queen. I was seeing how my queen is in position, relation to their king, seeing how, whether it was possible to get my queen over here to f6 because that would be mate, but then their queen and rook are down here, so I just had to take the rook. Got it. All right, well, let's click New Rush. I'll try a 5-minute version, which it says my top score is 25, which is just a little bit higher than my top score in the 3-minute version. I guess that's because the puzzles start getting harder. If you've ever played Puzzle Rush, or if you do it all the time, let me know what your top score is in the 3-minute or 5-minute versions, just out of curiosity. If it's higher than mine, that's fine. I won't be, sad or anything. I'm just kind of curious as to how my viewers are doing compared to me. I don't think there's any comparison here that says like you're in the top 50th percentile or something. Like there is with rapid rating. I can look at the rapid rating and see how I rate relative to the average chess player. But anyway, just out of curiosity, let's go. I will be playing with the black pieces. It looks like I'm going to have a mate on the back rank, probably. Yeah. I think they have to block, and that's it. Oh, what? Oh, I have to move the pawn. Well, it's only the king and the pawn, so it's got to be the pawn. And a pawn again? All right. How many choices did I have? Ooh, the rook. Should I take the rook? No, their queen's there. Or should I take it? Or should I try for mate? No, I don't have. I just take it, I guess, and then take their queen. Wow, okay, that threw me off because it was a little too easy. I think I have a mate here just by moving the rook over and taking their rook. I'm playing with the white pieces. Well, that's checkmate because of my bishop guarded the only getaway square. This is going to be a checkmate here in just a second. I don't know why they put their bishop there, but they thought that was a good idea. Ooh, let's see. I'm going to check him down there and then check him again. Okay, I think that wasn't quite mate, but it was getting close. Where's my rook? Can I check over here? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, they blocked. Okay. Wasn't quite mate again, I'm pretty sure, but maybe it was. Oh, they're getting really close to mate here. What do I have? I can take their knight with check, and I think that's mate. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I can check there, but then their queen will take. Oh, that's mate. Wow. I just moved the queen over one and that's checkmate. This is checkmate, I'm pretty sure, because of my knight. And let's see. I could check on the back rank, but they get out. Oh, but then I can come up here, I guess. Like so. And if they went back, then my rook can go down to the back rank. Let's see, if I check here, they have 3 pieces guarding that square. But what if I check by taking the bishop? Oh, that was nice. And then this is mate. Okay. Where I'm playing with the white pieces. All right. It took me a second to see it, but I think that's mate after they block because of where my pawn and king are guarding all their squares. Okay. That's not quite checkmate because they'll take with the pawn, but then I'll take with this pawn and then they have to go here and then that's mate, I think. Like so. Oh, I guess I take with the other pawn then. I didn't see that last one coming. All right. Should I check here with the queen and then take that? Oh, then they gave me the rook. I don't know if they're supposed to give me the rook or not. Is this checkmate by just moving my queen to A5? I'm on the other side of the board now. I guess it was. That's a check. That's a check. I don't know which one's best. Let's try this one. I guess that was good. And then take this. Was that mate? They're about to take my rook, and when they do, it'll be mate. So I have to be really careful. But what about this? I think that was checkmate. This is checkmate because my other rook was over there. Okay. I don't have any checks in this one. Do I? Oh, I can threaten their knight and their rook at the same time. Is that good? I guess it was. Oh, they moved it down there. Should I take the knight and then their rook? Okay. I worried that they were going to mate me for a second. I guess I could take the bishop with check and then take their queen. That doesn't seem great. Oh, but it was. Should I take that? Yes. And then they took their, oh, and then I win the rook with this check. Okay. Oh, they took that. Sorry, my tongue got tied up, so I just decided to quit talking for a second. This, I don't know what to do, except, what should I do? Oh, my time's ticking. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay. Their king is down there. I can check with the knight. Nope, that wasn't it either. Okay, well, I've reached the point at which these are going to be difficult. Very, very more difficult. Oh, okay. Black pieces. Nope, okay. Oh, I tied my all-time best. Oh, and it says second place. It's not second place if it's tied for best. Oh, come on. Come on, chess.com. Work it out. If one person gets 25 puzzles and another person gets 25 puzzles, they're not second. They're tied for first. Well, unless someone else got 27, but you get, right? That's how numbers work. Okay, let's look at these in reverse order. I'm getting warm. Usually by now my air conditioner has clicked on, but okay, in this one I didn't know what to do and I knew I was running out of time. Should I have just taken the bishop and then advanced the pawn? Oh, well, that worked out well. Okay. I didn't know if that was right, but it seemed like the only other thing that made any sense. Just in case here, this didn't make sense because I assumed they can get in front of it. But now they can't get in front of it. That's the problem. If they tried, I would take. Okay, understand. The middle one that I missed was this one. I thought it had something to do with this rook. I mean, with this knight checking. But if I check over here, their knight's guarding that square. That's why I picked this one, but then I realized their rook is guarding that square. I should have taken their knight first. I bet that's it. I take their knight when they take back, then I check over here. Like so, and when they're, okay. I got it. And there was a setup move before the thing. All right. And this one was rated 1307. Play. They pushed that pawn. Okay, see, if they hadn't pushed that pawn, I would have had a discovery, but they did push the pawn. So do I need to move the knight or not? I also briefly thought about checking over here because the bishop would be protecting. I thought I would win the queen, but then I realized that, they'll just take with the knight. So should I come over here first and check and then save the knight? Oh, it was that. And they just gave me the queen. I didn't know they were going to give me the queen. I thought they were going to move out of check. They couldn't move out of check. Oh my goodness. My bishop and queen were guarding all of those before they blocked with their queen, and my knight was guarding that. Oh my goodness. They couldn't move out of check. I didn't see. That's what I didn't see. So if we go to the analysis board here and they played that, I mean, I'm glad I found this on the second try, but even after I found it, I didn't see that their king wasn't going to be able to move because the rook is cutting off the whole D file. Bishop's cutting off D7 and E8, and my queen would be hitting that whole diagonal and the knight guarding there. The king can't move. So they had to block with the queen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they had two legal moves and both of them were losing the queen. And either way, when I take, it's mate. They go here, that's checkmate. And if they had gone the other one, I still could have taken and it would have been checkmate. That's what I didn't see, that their king was cut off. All right, well, I did a little better on the 5-minute version. I tied my all-time best. I don't think there's a list of that anywhere, is there? Like if you go to the Puzzle Rush page, these aren't clickable, so I can't see like a list, but there is a leaderboard. Oh, okay. Well, there's a list right there. I didn't know it would be under leaderboard. My personal best. So today is somehow rated second, even though I tied the last time I hit 25, which was 2 months ago. And I've gotten 24 twice. All right. Well, I feel pretty good about that. I have hit my time limit. This worked out perfectly for me. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.